Hi everyone, this is Ollie and I'm Dr. Tori and we're going to show you how to clean your dog's ears. I know a lot of you are at home self-quarantining, so which is great, but allergy season is right around the corner, so I want to make sure that everybody knows how to properly clean their dog's ears. Ollie is a pretty good boy. He's a little bit sensitive, so we'll see how it goes. But basically their ear canal is an L. So if you look, the ear canal is down there and it goes kind of towards the skull of their head. So a lot of you guys have ear cleaners at home. I'm gonna use the Triz Ultra Keto because Ollie has a little bit of like a fungal smell in it, and it's pretty typical for him to have that. So the keto is ketoconazole, and that just kind of gets that fungus and that yeasty stuff out. A lot of cleaners are just basic cleaners, which is great. So you can use it a couple times a week as needed, or maybe once a week, or definitely after they go swimming or they kind of smell yeasty or they're itching, rubbing their ears. So for those of you at home, what I would do is take a towel and kind of wrap them like a little burrito. So we're gonna wrap Ollie. Hopefully you guys can see this. He already wants to escape. I'll kind of step back a little. So what I do is I just kind of hold him in my lap and I wrap him like a burrito, like that. So that, first of all, if he shakes his head, the cleaner's not gonna go everywhere. It just kind of keeps it nice and tidy, but also then I can just like grip with one hand and he's not flailing about, his little paws are tucked under like that. So there are two ways to do this. The first way is to take the liquid and pour it directly into the ear. And when you see the cleanser kind of fill up, you want to close it, smush it around, and then take your cotton ball and wipe out. The second way is to basically take a cotton ball and saturate it with the cleaner and then wipe it out. So I'm going to show you the easier way just to get us all started. So get some cotton balls, don't use paper towels, don't use Q-tips, don't use anything harsh. And what you're gonna do is basically you're just gonna saturate this cotton ball. And you're gonna lift up his flap and just wipe it out. Yeah, he doesn't love it. Sometimes they'll like lean into it because it'll feel good. And with my little burrito, I can clean that out. I won't go through all of it, but you can kind of see, sorry if this is gross, but there's like a little bit of brown spots. Just make sure you look and make sure it's not like crazy like brown or stinky or anything, or watch to see if there is any like blood or blood droplets on there, because they can itch so much and rub their ear so much that it can create abrasions and everything. So I'll do it to the other ear. I'm going to saturate my cotton ball, lift up the ear flap. He doesn't love this. Even though he's such a good boy. And really get down in there. So the cotton ball is in here. I'm gonna close the flap and I'm just gonna like smush it around, basically. Again, you wanna use a cotton ball, something really soft. No Q-tips, because if the Q-tip goes down in there and they shake their head or something, that can cause further damage. So not too bad on this side. If you were to pour into the ear, we're gonna tighten our burrito here. And basically, you're gonna lift up the flap, pour it in there until you see kind of liquid come up, and then you're gonna smush it around. You can kind of hear that like squishy sound. If you're outside, you can let them shake their head because that's gonna break up the debris and cerumen down in there, and just like really get it out. But I don't suggest doing that inside because if they shake their head, it will fly everywhere. So, just gonna wipe it out. And again, this ear's not too bad. So Definitely do it to both ears. If they have one ear that's worse, I would do that one first, just because sometimes they have like a limited amount of time that they'll let you do stuff to their ear. Also, if you have a helper, you can get a treat. This is like one of those frozen yogurt kind of dog treats that have pumpkin in it. It shouldn't be too bad for their stomachs, but you can have them sit here and lick it and then work on their ear. So they're gonna be distracted. So it's a really, really nice distraction. You can also take a flat plate, put peanut butter on it and have them lick it, or pureed pumpkin, a flat plate, and have them just lick it. You just hold it. If you put that in the freezer, it'll take a longer time for them to lick it off. But these dog treats are great. You can also use like baby food too. So I'm gonna put a little post-it text in there. I've looked in his eardrums. Or his ear canals. I have an otoscope, so I've looked. His eardrums are good, they're intact. If his eardrums were damaged at all, it could cause a temporary deafness or long-term damage to the ear. So that's why we really want to make sure before we put actual medication in that a vet looks down inside and make sure that the eardrum is intact. So that's about it. Please DM me if you have any questions or email me at info@balancedpetvet.